Your income agency. Welcome to the room. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all joining. We are going to get started in just a few moments. We're going to go live on TikTok. So I appreciate you all joining me. Let me know if you have any questions. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. Appreciate the support. What what do you guys if you don't mind doing me a favor and liking a live. Also, click that subscriber button if you had not subscribed to the channel, as well as the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. I'm happy to be here to support you all. We're going to get started in just a few minutes as we prepare to go live. If you are new to my live, feel free to come in, ask questions. Feel free to come in and ask questions, as well as go ahead and click that subscriber button and also that bell to get notifications on when I go live and post content. Feel free to come in and engage. Hey, pals, how you doing, friend? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate the support. Did I do it? Oh, great. Let's see. I'm sorry. We are gonna get started in just a few minutes. Your girl was sitting up here setting up her screens. How's everything going for you, friend? How is everything going? All right, I'm gonna go live. Let's see if I can go live kind of quickly. So I know I'm running late, but I know I have to get going because we have our agency meeting. I still need to send an invite for that. I forgot to do it. I was busy chatting with hubby and stuff. So, all right, friends, thank you so much. TikTok live, TikTok live, live streaming tips. Come in, ask questions. We are live. Feel free to come in, ask questions on. Today wasn't a productive as I wanted to be. I know, me neither. We gonna get better, friend. Each day we get a new opportunity to get going. So I can totally relate. You're hoping and wishing you I think Carol sent you an invite a little while ago. Hey, how you doing, Bridget? How are you, friend? Let me Hey, just Denise, welcome to the room. Others coming in. Let me know how you're doing. I see Carol, she is live. I'm going to connect with her. So let's get the room warmed up. Maybe my likes are working. TikTok, you gonna be nice this afternoon? Let's see. I will connect with her. Give me like 2 minutes. Are you over there with her? Let me know if you did you say that because you you are in her room? Or was it yes? Tell her to give me 5 minutes and I'll invite her. I'll send her an invite. So tell her Dr. Lee said give her 5 minutes. Let me warm up the room a little bit, get some folks in the room, and then I'll send her an invite. I'm excited about hearing what happened with her conference going. We heard from Soda yesterday. So um thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all joining. We are talking all things live streaming. I put the 14-day challenge up there so that we can talk a little bit more as a new month is about to start. And we'll talk to our friend Carol. She's going to connect with us so she can share information about um, she's going to share information about her VidCon experience. So excited to hear the recap. I hope she can stay on. I hope she didn't have anything else going on. So, those who are coming in, I appreciate you all joining. Let me know if you have questions. Appreciate the support, my friends. We're going to get started. Jennifer, welcome to the room. Retired teacher, how are you as well, friend? We're going to get started in just a little bit. I want to make sure you guys are getting as much information as possible. Um, I am doing well this Sunday. Thank you for asking. Appreciate it. How are you, friend? Those who are coming in, feel free to come in and engage. We're tapping the screen. You'll see I'm doing well and you. I'm doing well. I'm trying to I was Pal's mentioned she's my moderator. She's also an agency. She had mentioned that she wasn't as productive as she wanted to be. I don't think I was either, although I did make some headway I got some projects I'm working on to update my, content on my website, so little things like that. There's some things I'm working on. I'm trying to launch it early July. In a perfect world, I had July 1st as a deadline. Mm-mm, my screen's acting up. They said it was overheating. TikTok, be nice. Um, so I had a July 1st deadline. Um, I'm traveling on July 1st, so I think I'm gonna have to push it out until, like, a July 5th or 6th deadline just so I can have it all ready to go and stuff. So I may have to push things out a little bit. So just wanted to be a little bit more productive. There's definitely some things on my to-do list that I need to do as well. So thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all joining. We're tapping. We'll see how our room warms up. I didn't do some of my usual things. I didn't. I typically will. Um, let me share it to my stories. I typically will promote it on my page. I did not do that for this live. And then we have our agency meeting. I didn't send my invite out beforehand. So there's some things I did not normally do to get this live activated, as well as make sure that we're ready. We're ready for our meeting at 6:30, so I'm gonna have to really pay attention to my timing and maybe get off by, like, 5:45. So we'll see. We'll see how the live goes. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you all joining. Dinky, welcome, friend. How are you, friends? Come on in. We're gonna have, Carol West, she's gonna join us shortly, to talk about her experience at VidCon. VidCon is a conference that happens annually, in Anaheim, California, and so she's gonna be, sharing her experience, some great information. She's been touching base with us every day, her and Soda. Soda's also an agency, so they've been touching base with us every day. So I'm excited to hear what their experience was, or at least what her experience was. Soda debriefed with us yesterday and was really good information. So just know this is only the beginning, okay? If you are just starting this journey off, it does not end with just coming on TikTok. You are gonna be thinking bigger and broader and better, and so I want you all to know that you can do it. Oh, Anaheim, a close neighborhood. Oh, really? Yes, yes, it happens every year. Yeah, VidCon. Yep. Hey, how you doing, Karen? Karen wants to know. Welcome to the room, friend. Others coming in, I appreciate you all. We are doing our tapping. We're warming up the room. Thank you so much, friends coming in. How are you, Enigma? Joining the room. Thank you all for being here. So we're tapping the room right now. Hopefully we'll get warmed up. I have our go live every day for 14 days up because we're about to start a new month. So I always want to make sure you guys are thinking strategically about what does it mean to do this? Carol's conversation will be interesting too, because she's going to give some insights to what she experienced. And VidCon normally is aligned with the YT with YouTube. So again, another way for you to think about content creation. I do co-stream on both platforms. So really letting you know that you can get started. Get started. Don't delay. Just start doing the work. 14 days every day will get you acclimated. Ideally, as you start that, you'll continue. All right. I want you guys just to continue to keep going. I don't want you to stop. So that's what we talk about here. So let me know if there's any questions. We're going to have Carol come up soon. We are supposed to be paying attention to engagement in the room as well because we have community fest happening. So I don't want us to miss out on engagement in the room. So we're looking for new follows. So if you're new to my room, feel free to put new in the chat. We have we've been live for 6 minutes. So put new in the chat and then we're gonna go let's see, all the missions we completed. Okay, we have 15 of 34 new friends. So you're new. Thank you so much, Lana. Appreciate it. Others coming in, appreciate you all joining. If it says follow up here, go ahead and click follow. We're trying to make sure that we are thinking intentionally about building our presence with Community Fest. So we're doing Community Fest as well. But it looks like you did, and you are a brand new account, friend. So you haven't written a bio yet. What is your page about, your content? And I would encourage you to write a bio because TikTok uses that to know a little bit about you, what you're all about, but also it helps to optimize your profile and push your content out to the people who are looking for it. So you want to have that bio, and then when you come into a live, we look at it and we connect with you that way as well. Hey, Essence, how are you? Welcome to the room. Elle, thank you so much. I see you here. Misty and Mike, welcome to the room. Jennifer, thank you so much for joining as well. And retired teacher still here. How you doing? Yes, Cynthia, thank you so much for being here. Um, all right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna see. I was trying to see if we got that. Thank you for the follow, friend. Janae, welcome to the room, friend. Um, Thank you so much for being here as well. So we're gonna wait. We're gonna give it 10 more minutes. Spiritual, how are you, friend? We're gonna give it a couple more minutes. We're about to hit our 10K. Hopefully we hit our 10K soon, but we're about to hit the 10-minute mark. And so we'll see if we get the flash goal. Flash goal this morning was daily heart me. So I don't think we should see the daily heart me. And then hopefully we can achieve it really quickly. And it's just a few numbers, a few things that we have to do, a few items. Thank you all. Essence, thank you for that, Rose. Appreciate your friend. Others coming in, thank you so much for coming in. If you don't mind, thank you, friend, for the style glasses. If you don't mind sharing out the live, hello, friend. Sharing out the live. And then I'm going to invite our friend Carol to come join us. I was trying to wait to see if we got that flash go, but it doesn't look like it. We'll probably get it as soon as I go to invite her. So let me invite her now, friend. All right, let's see what happens. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for the reposting and sharing out the live. I appreciate it. Hey, Carol.
How are you?
I'm doing well. Word on the street is that you are back and you wanted to connect. So,
Girl, I am so. I was telling them, y'all remember the movie Grown Ups where the little girl says, I want to get chocolate wasted. I am VidCon wasted.
really? Okay.
I had a ball. Had a ball. I
Your
was
videos was definitely a telltale sign that you had a good time dancing on the courtyard. You had a good time.
yes. I really did. I met some amazing people. People that showed up in my life today. A couple of them were awesome.
Nice.
So, yes, really, really supportive. I said to them, give me your information so I can support you. They were like, I want to support you, and they showed up today.
Oh,
So that was
wow.
really nice as well. At some point in my life, and then one of them actually texted me while I was in live, and I saw it. I said, "Great live! I got to do such and such and such, but you are really awesome on camera." And so that was heartening to
I
me from that
love,
particular person.
I
And
love it.
and what we the I just wanted to come on because you had allowed us to come on from the VidCon
Yes.
convention and just say, first of all, thanks to everybody in the room who tuned in, asked all the questions. That was awesome. And the things that I have learned, y'all, in this coming week, I'll be talking about. I took some videos of my last session
Oh,
so that I
wow.
can take notes and share some things with y'all, especially the AI ones.
Okay.
I learned some stuff in the video podcasting one. I learned some stuff in just I can tell you how many new podcast guests I have lined up as a result. And I was sharing with everybody. I was next to the last session, just laid out on the couch outside of the session, waiting for the next one to open up. And this lady walks by and she said, "Here," she gives me a stick. Brandon is sitting with me.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, "Oh, thanks. Brand likes to put them on her computers and all that, the back of her computers."
Right.
And I said, "So what do you do?" And she says, she tells me her name. And I said, "What's your name?" And she tells me what she does with these AI classes. And I said, "Oh, do they have a prescription for those?" And she said, "Yeah, you can get a prescription and, have all the functionality."
Okay.
And I was like, "Oh, that's awesome." She said, "Oh, so what do you do?" And I told her who I was on social media. She looks me up in several different places as we're talking.
Oh,
She
wow.
said, "This entire conference, I have been looking for someone just like you that I want to partner with and collaborate with. Can you please send me a proposal early this week? Because I want to collaborate with you and have a brand deal together."
What do you mean for, like, the voice acting part, or what do you mean? Tell me more.
Like AI glasses.
She wants you to be a voice actor for it or what?
She wants me to market them and make UGC for videos for her platforms
Oh,
as well as incorporate them into what I do here.
nice. Look at you,
But
friend.
and that was when I went with the purpose of looking for brand deals, but in that moment I wasn't looking for one. I was just tired relaxing on the couch.
Wow, congratulations.
So that was a moment, and just it was all kinds of great stuff, and it was so on point. All last week, you had been talking to us about how to use AI to make our
Yes.
live streams more effective, better, to get more inspiring, whatever. And then to go to that conference and not and for them to build on that times 10. Yeah. Just
Exactly.
so y'all know what Doc is doing up here, where she is sharing. If you really want to grow in these social media spaces, hear her
Absolutely.
and hear her well. That's all I'll say.
I love
And
it.
I know sometimes, I mean, I'm guilty as anyone else of being in a headspace sometimes where I can receive and sometimes where I can't. But ultimately, understand at some point what she's saying is going to be crystal clear.
Exactly, exactly. I know in the beginning we're all like nervous and afraid and we're trying to figure this thing out and trying to figure out if it's for us, if it's worth it. People think about, the monetization aspects of it. And it's a grind and it's a climb and stuff. And so recognizing that those things are like the beginning, it's kind of almost like the weed out. Because if your mind is just about the here and now, the immediate, you're missing the long game. You're missing what can happen and all the opportunities and potential that you will hopefully grow into, but also be exposed to. And so I just want people to realize that there's something bigger and better than what you're experiencing right now. And you just got to stay at it.
Gotta say it. That is so. That is it. Oh, and so my my connection with folks at VidCon for the very first time. Y'all know how hard the I page is, the Insta page is
Yeah.
to get traction.
Uh-huh.
I got so I've always got things, somewhere in the mid to upper hundreds. For the very first time, I got over 2,000 views on something on that from, and I really think it's because of the connections I've been able to make.
What?
Yeah, that was a big deal to me. Might not be to somebody else, but it was a big
Right.
deal to me.
Yeah. Yeah. That is a big deal. So, okay. So tell us a little bit about the sessions. We did meet with Soda yesterday. She popped in. She was driving. So she shared some insights for her for some of the sessions she went to. How did you and Brandon fare? Yeah.
So we came in the
Oh,
afternoon
give me
yesterday.
1 second, give me 1 second, we got the flash go, let me see what it is. 1 second.
Sure.
Okay, TikTok has been doing the most. 12, I love you so much.
They gave me I love you so much today as well.
So 12, I love you so much. If you guys really love me,
My sister makes
I
this
need
this
12 of y'all to say it, 12 different people. It is
yeah.
1 per person, so I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for supporting. We did 5 of 12, so we need another 7. Okay, we're halfway there, 6 of them. So we get 6 more people to say, "I love you so much." Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate y'all. 9 of 12. We're gonna do it. Let's see if we can do it. Thank you, friends. We got 10 of 12, 2 more, 2 different people. 2 different people. I can't pin it, so you wanna go up to the top and click that flash goal. So it's I love you so much, and come, definitely get your daily heartbeats too. So we are almost there. You said, "I can't find it." It's at the top in the middle is where your live goal is located. Porch Talk with Pamela. You know where the live goal is located? This is a quiz.
She just rolled through.
She said, "I can't find it."
Top of the heartbeat. Appreciate
It's
you,
at the
Princess.
top middle of the page. Let me know if you can't see it, friend. Thank you so much. Hey, Dr. Linnell, welcome to the room. Welcome to the room, friends. Let's see if we get that last. We're still waiting on the last 2. Let's see if we can do it. If not,
Will it let me
yeah.
from here?
Oh,
Do you
one
know
more.
if let me see if
Mm,
it'll let me give
I
you
don't
some
think it
right?
will. I think you are one more left. Okay, one more left. No, you're fine. You know what? So go ahead and start talking because I can let my other page come in. Oh, we got it. Thank you, Jennifer.
We got it. Awesome sauce. So
Thank you all. Appreciate it.
got it already.
Oh, so what did you learn from you and Brandon? And you said soda. I think you started to say something about soda because she did come in yesterday and just talk a little bit.
Yeah, she was in the morning, and then I'm still doing the college search the little bits. So we had a prospective student orientation at one of the colleges in the morning, and then we went to VidCon in the afternoon. And
Okay.
I got in 3 sessions and the final reception. So and we spent time on exhibition floor. So we looked at it yesterday.
Oh
I
wow.
mean, we took it out with a bang for all it was worth.
Wow.
One of the sessions was a really good session about video podcasting, and
Okay.
they talked use a lot of technical jargon. That's one of the reasons I'm so glad I recorded it so that I could take notes and break it down in ways that we could all understand it. And then there was a session on AI,
Okay.
and again, this one was much better. Wasn't necessarily cracking the algorithm, but understanding what works doesn't work, but how you can use AI to test that.
Okay.
And so that was really another good one.
And this is all for,
And
like,
then
YouTube content? Thank you, friend.
this is for any content.
Okay.
This
Okay.
was for any content. And then there was oh, I got to see. So I don't know if any of you or your kids watched Naruto, but the entire voice acting cast of Naruto was there.
Nice.
Very, very, very popular voice actors, and that was really kind of. They had a whole panel with them, and that was really exciting as well.
Well, okay,
The
explain that. So that is anime maybe? What tell me more.
So Naruto is an animated series,
Mhm.
and there are several famous voice acting voices on it,
Okay.
who are at least among voice actors famous. Let me put it that way. Yeah, everybody might not know him, but especially the character of Naruto sounds like a really small, cute um character is actually a woman who's a senior and very, very versatile with her voice. Amazing.
Wow.
It was really good to get to know her. And
Wow.
so yeah, that was really exciting.
Okay. So you I know you do voice acting. So there is that type of space for people who are interested in content creation, voice overing, voice acting at VidCon too. I guess I
Yes,
didn't make that connection.
I was glad to see that connection.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I was really glad to see that connection. And I think it's because it, in content creation is a huge gaming world.
Okay.
And the gaming world is very connected to anime, like you just mentioned.
Okay.
And a lot of the anime and animated series have been turned into games and vice versa.
Okay.
And so that's why those worlds cross over so much. That's why it was a lot of people there dressed in cosplay like they were at Comic Con
Okay.
versus Big Con.
Okay.
A lot of that went on. I was telling them it was this cute teenage girl. She just walks up to me. She's in her cosplay. I have no idea what character she was, but she walks up. She says, "Do you want a lucky duck?" And this has probably been my most prized possession.
Oh
She
wow.
gave me a lucky duck. It's so cute. So it's just kind of just, and then of course earlier in my show today, I was showing all of my swag from Big Con, and
Okay.
I got full size Dr. Locks and stuff. I got all kinds of stuff.
Oh
Really,
wow.
really good stuff. Those face masks, all the expensive uh, Korean skincare products, all that stuff.
So okay, so really quickly about the voice acting, I would assume also VidCon would be a good space for people who do voiceovers because that happens a lot in video content.
Exactly,
Okay.
absolutely. I have a lot of video content,
Okay.
and so even though we all use voiceover for our content to express something or make our video better in some way, um, yeah, professional voice actors do that really well. And they use it a lot to. So I think a lot of voice actors too are learning with the advent of social media and its popularity. Even when you have managers and agents, there's some footwork you need to do of your own, and growing yourself in your social media space is one of those.
Okay. Um, Pamela said, "Why don't we do a battle?" You, I don't know if your room is okay with it. Let me know if this room is okay with it as well.
I'm okay with that. I got like five folks over here. Probably some of them came over from you. I don't know, but it's fine. We can get in about a time for both of us if you want to. I'm not really. I told you I'm big con wasted. I'm just here.
So, okay, so we'll do a small one. So if you would talk a little bit more about the AI concept, because I want to hear more about what we should be paying attention to.
So think of it this way. Even if it's some of the a lot of tools, yes, I did learn that apply to YT. Think of it this way.
Thanks.
Even though YT is so very different from
Uh-huh.
uh, all the social media platforms are different from each other.
We got 3 times gifting, y'all. So first gift is 3-time gifting. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, everybody. So
And
much for
tap it and
tapping the
shares.
screen.
Tap it and shares. That's it. Tap it in
It's
comments
super
rather.
helpful.
Thank you so
So
much.
yeah, just tapping the screen is fine. And thank you so much for the stickers. Appreciate it. So the if I can use a tool they call a API in Monk or something, right? A tool that I create. Again, you don't have to be a professional coder to do this. It's so simpler than you think. The prompts. Thank you so much for the class and appreciate it. Um, if you can do, if you can create these APIs that can find other people in your niche who are, let's say, the top 10 folks in your niche. What are they doing? what is working, what do their analytics basically look like, and why, and what can you do that's still in keeping with you and your brand? Thanks for throwing down to save me. What can you do that's still in keeping with you and your brand to incorporate some of those things to move you up that leaderboard as being
Okay.
the top in your genre? And even if you can't do it specifically, say with TT, you maybe can do it with YT and see if some of those strategies can be applied across your social media platforms or tweak it in some way based on what you know about each one of those social media platforms. So
Okay.
my point is you can glean information that can help you in all of the places, even if you got it from YT.
Gotcha. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Um, did you, learn any more about, um, how you can secure more brand opportunities too? And
Absolutely. And it's so much you can just don't. Yes, because I was at VidCon and meet people face to face, that is absolutely Formula One. I will tell you that. Start going to conferences in your niche, in your whatever. That is when you are in a regular 9 to 5 in corporate or government, they send you to conferences all the time for career development and all that. So you have to adapt that when you're doing your own thing. When you hang out your own shingle, you have to realize how important it is to build your skills and know all the changing things that you're doing. So thanks so much, y'all. Y'all, yes. Trish, Pals, thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. I see all of you. Thank you.
and 2
Um,
times gift finish just started.
Freedom, freedom, thank you. Something you can use. Um, so you have to know, you have to, you know, be your own career development person because things are always changing. So that is number one that I suggest. It doesn't have to be Bitcoin. It be something very specific to your niche, but Bitcoin I think is sort of uh,
Yeah.
any niche could benefit from going there to understanding how video content is seeing some of the biggest video content creators out there, number one, and how you can tweak the content that you're already making to grow yourself in your niche. That's just really important.
Yeah. 2 times gifting, I think the gloves are out too, friends. Alright, so, I you know what? I appreciate what you guys are showing, what you guys shared over the last couple of days too, because, you know, we don't necessarily as content creators think about these type of opportunities to go and have these experiences at a conference. And so there's a space for us to like learn and grow and think about the next wave of our content that we're doing in terms of where do we want to see ourselves in the future. So not just on TikTok but beyond.
It is so true. It is so true. I think when we're in that mindset of let me just get started, um, it's hard to imagine that, but it's a natural evolution and an outgrowth if you stay the course here in social media spaces. I've even somebody gave the example of people tell you just be consistent, just show up at the same time every day. Yes, but then they'll say, but nothing happened. That's because even though you were consistent and showed up at the same time every day, you didn't begin to try to understand why certain things work and don't work in social
Right.
media spaces, why this works with content, why this works better online, why the component of, as we were talking earlier, storytelling is so important.
Mhm.
All of those things. And then you got to get to a place where you're okay understanding the technical piece.
Right.
And that's why I love the way they kind of brought this. Yes, some of the stuff was really technical, but some of it was, hey, if you have the cloud app, you just start there. You've
Mhm.
been given it prompts like Lisa has taught us.
Mhm.
It is logical for you to click on the screen, click a few buttons, and say, "Oh, let me try this. I didn't know I could do this." That kind of thing. And so, don't be afraid of that. I guess is basically my answer on that when it comes to AI. And I'm really big, very big on AI not changing the humanization and the
Mm.
personalization of what I do. And they talk about that as well. How you get to do as much of this as you want, but don't rule it out. That's number
Right.
one. So, for instance, remember when I send y'all 50 emails for outspoken BL, I think in one of them I said, y'all, just get this out, but I just wanted you to know I may not be a poet because I wrote something. I said, but at least these are my own words. I didn't use AI
Yes, you
in
did.
this email, you know. And so that because my outspoken BL goals, I like what people, I know everybody in the room and they mean something personal to me. But maybe as that got bigger, um, that may change. I don't know. But even then, even if AI writes it, I can go in and change it to words that I think are more personable. Maybe it just helps me get clarification in
Exactly.
the email to save me time, that kind of thing. kind of stuff keep in mind as well.
Really, really quickly, I'm gonna pause the conversation because I want to say thank you all. We got Porch Talk with Pamela, Janae, L, yeah, Cynthia, Bless, Moni, and Lala, and Launch.
Oh,
Thank
you
you all
mean
for in the
the
room too.
the backup of the Launcher Income Agency, y'all? as
Is-
as well as Jay, Money, La La, everybody they came in and put the little battle. I appreciate y'all too. Appreciate you so much. Um, wait a minute, La
so,
La. La 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 just said, "Oh, I found a voice crew. Need a voice crew. This is Kiss Me. Y'all battled."
yeah.
Yes.
Well, and so let me say this too, because just because we're doing this conversation, obviously, and I think I appreciate Pamela just putting it out there because that's not something we actually always do, and this becomes a great way. And I was talking about in my 10 o'clock live that you can still do what you need to do, but also appease TikTok a little bit. Okay. And so
Yes.
this conversation, we're having it with you all in the room, but we also need to make sure engagement's happening. Obviously, some of the gifting engagement too is important for TikTok and it helps with the visibility, but also we're still able to have a fun time and engaging with our community.
Oh, that is that. I'm so sorry. That is so true, Dr. Lisa. La 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 just told me she's auditioning for Rent next month and working on her pieces.
Wow. Oh, that's
That's
awesome.
exciting. We break a leg, send you all the good news.
Awesome, awesome. Pamela said she was just trying to use her glove. That's why she suggested it. Now she got a new glove.
Thank you. Thank you, La La La. Appreciate it, friend. Then she got a new glove. Yes.
It's like
That's
so,
funny.
but so when it comes to your next steps, so everything you learned from that conference in particular from the conference this week is you did a lot of networking
I
and
did.
opportunities. So what's the next step? What's going to happen from that? Hey, Essence.
So funny. I've been calling it in my mind Carol's conference conversion. And what I mean by that is
Okay.
I'm going to be making a spreadsheet of contacts that I made, proposals that I wanted to develop, and sort of checking them off on this because I have 13 of them that I was able to gain from this
Oh
conference.
wow.
Um, Also, rewatching the videos and taking notes so that I can use them as content on my lives and share the information with my community. So it's going to serve a dual purpose for me. And I'm also planning to do Nothing But a Superfan only live this week as well, where I can give some extra special value added information.
All right. All right. And if I heard you correctly, you were at the expo and you made several contacts. Hey, Dula. You made
Yes,
several contacts in terms of potential brand opportunities and partnerships.
I
So,
did. I did. And I remember that first day I told you I hadn't used the dot. Well, boy, did I wear it out before I left. I've got and it allowed folks them to send me their information. I've got so many emails where I've got to go in and make sure I save the person's information, follow them on Facebook that I couldn't do in real time because life was moving so fast at the
right.
conference. But yeah, a lot of that is in my CCC, the Karis conference conversion to do list.
Okay. Okay. The last person who connected with you, I guess I was trying to make sure I understood. Was that from like a UGC? Are you doing more UGC content too? Or
Well,
is that the goal? You aspire to
trying
do
to
that.
incorporate and grow more in that space because a lot of things I've done in voice acting, I tell them, hey, I'm a voice actor. Some of my largest clients are Amazon, Nissan. When you tell them that, there is a crossover point where it's, oh, she did that in voiceover. Perhaps if we commission her for something with the GC, those same skill sets can transfer over. And so I'm learning that I can use what I did with voice acting
Mhm.
as transferable so I can grow myself in the brand partnership space with voice acting.
Right. Ooh, I love that. Carol, I can't wait. I'm gonna say I'm gonna put it out in there into the speaking into existence. I can't wait until we go to this conference next year together. Just
Yes,
saying.
absolutely. Yes, indeed.
You know, you
We gonna put that for all it's worth, girl.
exactly, exactly. So yeah, I'm so happy you guys came back and shared with us because I honestly I'm learning too. So I'm not I'm not immune to this either. I'm still kind of figuring out next steps, next move. I tell people all the time, this is part of a 5-year strategic plan for me. And I'm only in year and a half, almost year 2. So for me, I'm growing, I'm learning, I'm doing a lot of things, but there's so much more to come and so much more to learn. But just recognizing that it's a process and I don't underestimate that there's still things that we're going to pick up along the way. We're going to figure it out as we go. Content for me is something I'm still kind of growing into. I've kind of learned some things and I do some things in my content, but I could probably do a lot more. My comfort zone is this type of content where I'm just talking on the camera, sharing some tips, maybe using a few overlays and some other little features. But for the most part, the editing, some of the other fancy edits, I don't do. And I saw where you do a little bit more of that, and your comfort zone is actually voice acting. And I know there's some editing that you have to do with that when you're creating your actual recording. And so you're comfortable in that space. So again, it's a learning curve, and I think we'll learn at our in our own way, in our own pace at it. But you just got to be willing to do it.
And you will. You will take it by storm. All I ask, say again for us, the conference name is called VidCon, as in video conference, a conference about video
Mhm.
content that is produced for social media. It professes to address all social media, but it has a strong focus on lighting.
Exactly. What did you learn from the YT? Anything you want to share from that, from any of the sessions?
Well, I did learn that. Remember, I had sort of put on the back burner, but kept saying I'm trying to grow on YT. I want to get 50 subscribers to go live, but not like always putting it out there. Girl, that is a thing of the past. I'm putting it out there right now. Go follow me. I'm probably the most famous on YT. Because there is something to be done there. That is a space for me. Understand? I'm 10
Exactly.
away, y'all, by the way.
Oh,
I'm
that's it?
10 forward. I'm probably a little bit more than that because a couple people been in my live today. So I might be like 8 or 10 away at this point. So,
So let me
yeah,
ex- let me ex- let, I was
some
going to
more
say
talents are going on YT.
let me explain, with the YT though, you just gotta be a little bit conscious of how you do it because, when you follow somebody, you just don't go to their page and just hit subscribe. You actually have to watch something because YT is known for removing that person who might have connected with you that way. They'll see it as
Yeah,
fake engagement. So you have to be intentional about going there, clicking one of the shorts, maybe one of the videos, watching it, maybe putting a comment in the chat in the comment box and hearting it, and then clicking subscribe. Subscribe should be the last thing you do. So watch,
yeah.
comment, heart, subscribe. That's the way you wanna do it just to be on the safe side that that subscription is gonna actually catch because they'll see it as not authentic.
Because I think that has actually happened twice to me.
Mhm,
I thought like I was at a certain number and I go back, I'm like, no, those two are gone. And I think that's because they deemed it as not authentic engagement.
mhm, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said I miss what the YT is. YouTube, Molly. I
I'm
said
always saying it because
yeah, TikTok.
TikTok has a lot more stringent rules than some of the other platforms. And so when you call out other platform names, at times the algorithm can deem that as you sending someone off book and they gives Dr. Lisa a restriction or myself a restriction because of that. So that's why we use initials or other words a lot of times.
Exactly. Don't overuse it. If you can avoid saying the full word. Again, they see it as like she said, redirecting people off the platform. And so you're not supposed to, especially in the live stream. So you just got to be careful about how often you say it and then the way you say it too. Good to know. Thanks. You're welcome, Molly. And then our friend in Stellar Mindset, she said she's been on the YT for at least 3 years now, and she's monetized and she finds it to be easier with 5K subscribers. So it's been a little bit of a grind for me as well. I've been intentional about doing these co-streams. So right now I'm on the YT, so I'm literally co-streaming as we have this conversation. And so I do that as a way to build my community. I was in the earlier stages, I was saying it like Carol just did, connect with me, those type of things. And people would do it. I get a lot of people who come in just randomly or from other countries. And so I had not been optimizing my profile the way I should. My content and even the live streams, you can go back and do a title. SEO title, as well as the description, the hashtags, the timestamps. But now they've integrated that YT has a um, AI studio. They have a AI component to the YouTube Studio platform, and you can actually put a prompt in, and it'll create all that for you. You can add the video, like my live here, I can add it and add the prompt that I wanted to use to create the thumbnail, the description, the title, and, hashtags and timestamp, and it'll do it for me. It's interesting because 'cause I'm trying to make sure I have that content, and I've seen an increase in engagement in my videos, engagement on my live stream, as well as my monetization has gone up.
Wait a minute. So you're saying you're recording from here?
Yeah, yeah.
You take it to
No, 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 no. I start my live on the YT first, and so my live starts over there, and literally I come over here and to TikTok, and they hear me talking, they see me, "Hey, friends." They see me,
yes.
and I'm co-streaming at the same time. So my content on my page is a lot of it is talking about live streaming, as you guys can tell, from a TikTok perspective, but that's my content on my T.
Okay, okay, gotcha. So
2 different devices, yeah.
right, I was going to say, so what's funny is because I knew I was intending to do this with YT, I'd recently purchased a device so that I would have two separate devices. And I was like, ask myself, is this a good investment? Should I have da 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 da? And then once I went to the conference, it was like, yeah, that was perfect. This is perfect time.
Good.
Yeah.
So did they talk y'all said your mind is blown, Lala said mind blown. Well, okay, so here he if I was at VidCon and I had to do a session on my process, I would say be mindful of you're gonna have to build in time to go back and do that optimization stuff that I just talked about. The beauty of it now is that it's a lot simpler because they have the, AI studio feature that you can use, and it doesn't require me to spend I just come up with a good prompt, and it works most times, but it works for me, and so the beauty of it is that now it's a little bit easier, seamless. There's obviously some things you might wanna go in to kind of fix it and tweak here and there, but it is helping to cut down the time. Now, the mistake I made is that I wasn't building time along the way to do that. And so I have my son, he's my summer intern. He is
I love it.
he he is going back and doing all those old videos. I have almost I think it's probably upwards of 800 videos now of, content from the last year, year and a half almost that I go live twice a day. So it's getting all that content. And so now that content has to be optimized. And that's the downside. I wasn't doing that. The other thing is I was not doing, and this is where I would say if I was to say to do it all over again, I was not intentionally creating long form content. That is pretty much YouTube's bread and butter. Now, shorts they've kind of created to compete with the IG, TikTok, but for the most part, the bread and butter is those long form videos, and I wasn't creating that, even though this long form content is under the live category as opposed to your videos. So my videos, I don't have a lot of videos, really none, really. I have a few,
So
but not
can
much.
you take, what you do is record it and take those
Built
and optimize them and stick them over there.
I could, and that's what I should be doing. I need to do that. I need to take some of this content and make it, hopefully, you know, usable. Because there's a lot of stuff that you do on TikTok, and people are just seeing me do it live where I'm talking to you all. Thank you for the heart me, thank you for this, and people are like, "What is she talking about?"
But you can take all of that out.
I could take it
And
all
maybe
out.
you could just do maybe 10 minutes of you explaining something like you do to us all the time. And
Exactly.
that is, or however long, 20 minutes, something like that. And put those pieces over there.
That's where, my husband, he actually did do that with this tool, this other third-party software called Submagic, and it created clips for my, from my live stream, and really many of the clips were great. They were usable. They were essentially shorts when you think about it, like a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes max, and I was explaining something, I was sharing some information, and so I was thinking about making that almost like a compilation video and produce those once a week where I'm like, here's a theme, here's where I talked about shop, and there's a compilation of videos and kind of have some transition slides in there and make it a little bit more content focused. So I got to build time in that. And that's my takeaway. Build in the time to do that type of stuff.
And that's something else I learned. I can build an AI agent, Claude, and I can say, hey, On Mondays, I want to have this amount of time set out, for any auditions that are in my inbox. I want to have this amount of time set out to work on my PTSY shop. I want to have this amount of time set out to work on editing some of my older live videos and optimizing the content. And I want to use this tool, and it will structure my day for me like an
Mm.
assistant.
I love that. I love that. Um, yeah, I need to build that in. Just kind of figuring out when I can do that. With the YT is a little bit more forgiving because you can do maybe a video a week or 2 or 3 a month. You don't have to be as conscious about, having content every day and doing the things that you do on TikTok, I'm assuming. Are you hearing
Yes, and
otherwise?
some of the larger content creators, one of their biggest mantras was consistency. So if
Post
you
often?
are, for instance, putting something out every day at 5 p.m., continue to, even if it's content, even if
Mm.
it's pre-made video, it goes a lot. Do that every day,
Mm.
every single day at 5 o'clock. That that kind of thing. And they were saying that at least some of them that was a strategy that they used for.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Couple comments. Let me answer a couple comments. Molly, you said YT is not interactive. Correct. YT Live is not interactive. I don't know much about it. So the YT platform. Hey, my friends on YT. YT is not as interactive as TikTok. So when you think about all the little bells and whistles and the gifts that are flying up on the screen and all the things that you see here, you don't get that over on YouTube. Think of it almost like if you're having like a Zoom conversation by yourself in the room. So with
Mm,
some of that, you get some chats. A lot of people who come over on the YT from my room, and this is where I probably needed to be a little bit more intentional on the front end with optimizing my content and maybe getting more people interested in terms of the SEO searches and coming into my page that way. But I get a lot of people who are from other countries. They're just saying random things. So you get a lot of spammy type comments, and which is, it could be a major turnoff if that is all you're doing. But because I'm here, my YT community probably doesn't get as much support and guidance and interaction and engagement from me because I'm kind of paying attention to TikTok because YT is spammy. So
yeah, and it's not being as interactive. Like we have the stickers here, we have the
exactly.
tabs, all that stuff is going on here. That's not going on.
Exactly, and so it's harder to build community unless you're very niche specific. I know a few creators that are, like, very niche. I think about the crochet communities. Yes, Michelle crochets.
Mm,
She comes in, she had a small but thriving community of people who would come in that was crocheters, and they wanted to learn from her. So, again, that type of, niche, you can do well. If you are a big creator, I'm imagining you could do well too. You would probably have people putting some spammy comments too, but still, you would have a nice audience of people who are there for your content. Um, Lala, you said, how are you save videos, external drive, cloud, save videos for YouTube? It's on YouTube platform. It's in their space for YouTube Studio. I think that's what you're asking me. I don't have to save them. I'm literally recording on YouTube, so I'm not saving anything to kinda upload. Is that what you're asking? So I'm literally recording right now on YouTube.
when is your freedom use that? I don't use TT the app to record my videos, so I can save them up. You don't have to do anything. TT does it automatically. You just go in after every live. You'll see where it says live videos. Everything that you did on your live is there, and then you can download that footage and do whatever you want to. Let's
Yeah,
Is
go ahead.
I don't know sourdough wheat. It's in the same guy. So what you mean by that?
And then Interstellar, she was pretty much saying what we were saying, like TikTok Live. YouTube Live is not as good as the content, the recorded content, the long form content. And then TikTok Lives are better for live streaming versus the posting of the videos and stuff. So similar. I would agree with that.
Niches.
Go
What
ahead.
she was talking about, like like people make sourdough, that kind of like different niches.
Okay. What was the question? Was there a
I think
question?
when you were talking about like crochet and all that, the different niches
Okay.
over on YT.
Yeah. Travel industry, it does well. Travel does really well on the YT. So people who do that or people who are specific to doing the, like cruises and travel deals and stuff like that. So you'll see those videos and those live streams do well.
Why do you have this amazing suite at the event? And it's all new greenery. That take it, come home and take it home to plant. And it said, grow, you know, plant and grow something like that, or grow your plant or whatever. It was just trying to tell you plant the seed of social media on
Mm.
YT. It was just really, it was just like,
That's the way I looked at it, y'all. I mean, it really is like, okay, I gotta start some point. It's not gonna happen without me doing something, and I just said, "Okay, I'm gonna make a go at this, and I'm gonna keep going until, something else comes from it." And it's been a journey, I don't deny that in terms of getting the watch hours, getting subscribers, and then ultimately getting to the point where I'm monetizing. And the monetization has come, from the ad revenue for these videos, because these videos, the live stream, they're over 2 hours and ads are running on that. So that's good. It's a start. It's not, I'm not able to, pay my mortgage with it or I could buy some coffee. I could buy dinner. I could buy dinner now. I know.
what I was going to say as well.
Right. But
You know,
but yeah, so it's a process. Go ahead.
this he just reminded me, financial freedom said the educational niche is big on YT, and so is. They gave us like the top 10. I think gardening was one of them. So I thought it instantly thought of Flourish.
Mhm. Finance.
Yeah,
Finance.
finance, education in general. People who are educators talking about anything education. Those are some big niches over there.
Exactly. Yeah, TikTok saves your live streams for 30 days. They save your live streams for 30 days. I don't see, any, um, what do you call it, deadline or expiration on the YT. I think it's just there.
Yeah, yeah. I think you're right. I heard someone say that too.
Happy congratulations. She says she's celebrating 365 days, 1 year today. Congratulations, friend. Yeah. But you said, where do we store them? Where do you all store them? Lala, you still talking about the videos? Where do you store them?
I always make sure every time I buy a new phone, it's got the highest capacity memory possible. Number one, so that I
Yeah.
can move things in and out the way I need to. I eventually delete something as big as a live stream, but I need to be able to move it into my editing software and all that good stuff. And so I need to always have space enough.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't necessarily download anything from the YT or TikTok. So it stays on their platforms for the most part. TikTok, I probably do need to do a little bit better with maybe pulling out some of those clips and making that content for YT, IG. I mean, to your point, I have a lot of content out there, so I should be leveraging it in different ways. And that's what I would say if I was gonna give you guys some guidance on that, see if you can kinda build that into your process a little bit more seamlessly so that you're doing it and using that content you have. Um,
Yes.
alright,
I
awesome.
agree. I think sometimes when TT generates clips from what you've done in live,
Mhm.
I don't always like their little 4 or 5 clips
Oh,
they
no,
give
it's
as
all
suggestions.
yeah,
I use them once or twice, but I like to download it and pull the pieces I want from it. And that's
exactly.
what I usually do.
Exactly. Thanks, Happy. I see your comments, friend. Appreciate you, and I'm
Yes.
so happy for you, friend. How much for the space? Okay, how much by the space is the best amount to get? What do you mean in terms of additional external drive space? What do you, Carol, do you do that?
Oh, so yeah, I don't have external drive space. I just have whatever. Like right now, I have the iPhone 16, and I bought the one with a terabyte of storage
Okay.
already on the phone, so that
Okay.
I never get that. It's overutilized memory. The sales guy was like, "Well, it seems like to me, I said 512, 256 would be enough. That's really big." I was like, "Yeah, but you don't do what I do. You don't know how much memory it takes."
See, I pay for the plan for it to automatically go to my cloud, so I pay for that plan.
Yeah, and well, I have the cloud too, but a lot of times when I'm in real time, like say at the conference and I'm recording a session,
Mm,
or something like that, I know it's gonna go straight to the hard drive. And I'm like, okay, I need to make sure. And plus, I'm a mom. I take pictures of everything. My childhood is full of stuff.
yeah, I got like 10,000 video photos and videos.
10,000 videos. How much stuff is on my phone?
In mine too. So when everything's said and done, would you recommend a new creator coming to VidCon, or do you think they should be like a year or 2 in? What are your thoughts? Thank you,
I
Dot
don't
Smith.
no matter what. I'm gonna say that I've been in it for a minute, and
That's
it
true.
was culture shock for me. So I don't think it's ever too early to learn good information. I'll put it
Okay.
that way.
Okay. Okay. I love that. I love that. You said, "I know I always overload my phone memory." Yes. Yes. Yep.
There were
Um,
several people there that were newbies that didn't even have content pages yet, but they were doing what they call the pre work to get there. So
oh,
everybody's approach
wow.
is different.
You said, "Do get ads on TikTok or YT." What do you mean? Do we get ads on on our pages? Yes. I don't pay for the ad free stuff. Yeah. Thank you so much. 3 months. I see you, Dad. I appreciate that, friend. Um, so Carol, okay, now I'm thinking about this too. Your media kit, did that came in handy? I know it's on your
Man, it
dot.
did. When the guy from the provider microphone, the dynamic microphone,
Mhm.
he tapped me. He was like, "Oh my god!" He's like, "Where did you get that?" And he opened up my profile and he saw, you know, my picture with the podcast thing behind it, and then he saw the media kit. He was like, "How did you get that on here?" I was like, "It was so easy," and I started to explain to him. And so yeah, it fostered conversation. It helped us get into a relationship. Um, like he started telling me the
Take
story
care.
of his company, and he says, "Carol, you can tell our story, something we can't do because you know it's a lot of famous people involved unless you pay these famous people, whatever." He said, "But you can do it from just generic clips that are out there that are open to the public." And I can say, "Hey, you know, you see Taylor Swift with these on reputable people use this product XYZ, and then you see me in my studio or whatever with them on." And he was like, "You can tell our story because I can just from
Wow.
talking to you, that's what you do. You're a great storyteller." And so yeah, that built all kinds of relationships.
Wow, wow. So if you guys don't know, a media kit is something where as you are starting your social media presence here, on any platform, all the platforms actually, you can kind of create this almost like a resume when you think about it, like a compilation of what type of content you do, maybe how many followers, how much engagement you have, maybe a breakdown of the demographics who engage in your content. Obviously, if you go live, what does that look like for adding to your reach and discoverability based on your topics and niche that you're covering. And so, a media kit is something you can create as a one pager, might be two pages too, it depends on what you're doing. But essentially, that's something that you can share with brands, but also have as a networking tool too.
Absolutely. And mine, because two of my platforms like the YT that I have a presence on, but not as heavy a presence as I do here, I just put in that category like growing
Okay.
under it. Instead of numbers, I just put the word growing.
I love that.
That way it showed that I have a presence if that's what you want me to do. But these are the the other platforms where I have a little more analysis.
Okay, awesome. He said, "I hear you, understand what you both are saying." Thank you, friend. Thoughtful dreamer.
He's like,
Thank
I just meant to don't let the numbers put you off. Because
yeah,
sometimes the creators will get like, oh well, I don't have numbers. Don't worry about that.
yeah.
Do what you do, and that you have a presence everywhere. The rest is not as important as you think it is.
Exactly. Well, okay. Okay, talk about that. So, I mean, new creator, somebody who has less than 1,000 followers on TikTok, less than 1,000 followers on YouTube. I mean, obviously, there's still some growing that needs to happen. What would you advise them to do? Like, how would you have them think about their media kit, but also think about networking and going to conferences and stuff?
If you are creating a one sheet, what you can build is that you are consistent in these spaces. You're a growing creator that is consistent in these spaces. So
Hmm.
that they know this is someone who shows up every day with content, shows up going live, whatever it is. Um, and so you can say, you know, I have come into my room and this is the type of level of engagement. They trust what I have to say about the things I maybe talk about in shop or whatever. And you have to do a little bit of marketing yourself with the right language. Let me put it that way. I'll say that. But you don't have to get bogged down because you don't have numbers of these million follower creators. That's
Gotcha.
what I mean. Because they're looking for niche creators
Hmm.
because they know you reach people. You don't know half the names. I know Atlanta, you don't, but I don't know half the names of the biggest content creators. At least a lot of them I didn't know until this conference.
Right.
And but guess what? If Dr. Lisa come in and talk about something she views on her face, if Dr. Lisa come on here talking about a book she read, I'm gonna listen to that. And she might not have a million followers, but I know, like, and trust her already.
Right.
And that's what I mean by the big content creator can tell me something, but it's gonna go in my head because I don't know them that well, but I
Right.
do know her.
Exactly. Exactly. Um, my friend here, Thoughtful Dreamer, said it feels like the numbers versus having fun and enjoyable. When we talk about this session, in particular, this conversation, it really is helping you think about what other possibilities exist out there. And so, if you're having a mindset that says, "Oh, I just want to have fun and enjoyable," you could take that a part of you and your content and also work with a brand, develop a partnership that you still express that enjoyable, fun, expression in your content, but you also can make that another monetization stream for yourself.
Let's say you somebody who likes to do enjoyment and fun and a lot of laughter. Girl, go live with the person's mask on your face. And you just got a brand deal with them. Or you not go live or create content. Like, girl, yeah, I'm all about self-care today. You got this silly little mask on your face.
Uh-huh.
And you're talking about, oh my gosh, and the vitamin C, y'all gonna wait till you see my skin. This is that kind of simple. You don't have to
Yeah,
have voice acting. You don't have to have. I'm an educator on crochet. You don't have to have a thing like that. Don't necessarily have to be your thing. If authentic you is making folks come on here and laugh or feel good about themselves,
yeah,
you can incorporate almost any product into that. That actually opens you up probably in ways a little more than some of us with specifics.
exactly. We'll see. I might work with a brand for lipstick.
You should. Let 'em know. Let
Like
'em
what?
know. Yes,
I'm in
absolutely,
here talking anyway, might as well get a brand to work with. Um,
absolutely.
but with that being said, I mean, I know sometimes we think like, "Hey, brands are not interested in what I'm talking about or what I'm doing." You said you should. But I do think there's something to be said about think about brands that are not even necessarily, for your topic, but it's like you said with a microphone, it's the equipment you're using, it's the things that you're doing and it's not necessarily about what you're talking about. You see what I'm saying? Like somebody for crochet, maybe they work with the yarns and the needles and stuff, but they could work with the mics, they could work with the lipsticks, they could work with
Absolutely.
other brands in that
Guess
way.
what? Everybody and every niche don't want to be ashy. Anybody's lotion.
Right, right.
I'm always talking about the body butter from 50 and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I talk about that because guess what? I don't want to be ashy on the mic. It is what it is. So y'all gotta check out my mic today. So remember my own know
Yeah, yeah.
the mic that you're on right now, right? I have this picture here. Really huge mic. It's my latest piece of content. It's so cool.
Oh,
And
wow.
and when I pulled their Mayano
The
lavalier mics out of
Yeah,
my
yeah,
pocket,
yeah.
it blew them away. They were like, "What? Oh yeah, you need to talk to Eileen. That's our marketing director." Blah 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 blah. Blah. This is one
Wow.
potential deal.
Wow. Yeah, I love that you said that because those are the things that you need to think about. There's in YouTube Studio, they'll kinda share some, you know, what do you call it, like newsletter type videos and some other things that you might wanna consider as a content creator, and they have one about brands recently, and one of the things they said is that as you're starting to do AdSense, so AdSense is where you can have ads running on your long form content, shorts, as well as the live stream. They said, "Start paying attention to some of those automatic ads that run." Because those ads are basically what YouTube has already said has kinda selected me as part of, content that I do, and those are brands that you may wanna reach out to and work with. So I see Canva, I see ManyChat, I've seen Suno, and so I've seen these
Canva has a
different.
big budget, by the way. You really might want to look into
Which one? Say that. Who?
Canva.
Canva? Oh, do
They
they?
have a hell of a marketing budget. Yes.
Okay.
Just
Alright.
FYI.
Alright.
You can hear your praise obey, girl.
Really? Mm. Okay, okay. So yeah, so I've seen all these and I'm like, "Oh, well, as I'm thinking about this, let me get myself together. I might be talking about them more often." So yeah, so somebody's comment got filtered. I apologize. Can you share brands on a regular TikTok live and not TikTok shop? Yes. So on a regular TikTok live, are you talking about I could turn on my shopping cart and pin products like the microphone and stuff? I do that all the time. Yeah, you sure
Yeah,
can.
but what we're saying is no shade to TikTok shop. It's wonderful. I'm in it. We're both in it, right? But UGC deals are a different layer of lucrative brand deals.
Right. Right. Exactly. Yeah. So Thoughtful Dreamer said, "I don't wanna be extremely dry and cracked on the screen." She's talking about your lotion. The lotion comment you made.
Exactly. I swear. I'm like, we use no matter what you use things to take care of yourself every day.
Yeah.
So you can partner and collaborate with folks for anything for skincare, for regular daily care, a supplement that made you have more energy, whatever.
Exactly. Hold on one second. TikTok making me do a puzzle.
I got you. But yeah, you don't have to just think. As I've said time and time again, word for my community for 2026 is limitless. Uh, Possibilities are limitless.
Wow. Lala said, I got my first brand deal because I cried about a zit on my live and said, don't let zit stop you.
Yeah. She's like, work it. Um,
Wow. What happened? The zit company saw you? Like, what just happened?
she said Dr. Leo's reached out.
Oh, really?
That's the
Yeah,
brand
yeah.
said.
Oh, that's what she said. Oh, Dr. Leo's. Okay, that's the product. Gotcha.
How do you make a brand proposal? Financial freedom evolution. I'm going to be doing a lot of that this week. So on my lives this week, that's something I'm going to talk about specifically. And guess what? Claude is my friend in that endeavor. Just so you know.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. So, so Jennifer, you said, so the live doesn't have to be centered around the brand. No, not at all.
I mean,
Mm,
I love tech stuff. That's why I wanted to deal with a microphone because I'm always talking about microphones. But I'm quite happy to do some of the skincare and the AI classes and some of the other things that came my way at that conference.
exactly. So I am gonna get off in maybe a little bit. I have to send out the Zoom link. We are gonna do our agency meeting tonight at 6:30 Eastern. So those who are in the agency, so Pamela asked that question. So yes, I do need to send out the Zoom invite for everybody. So I'll send that out maybe in the next 20 to 30 minutes, right before 6 o'clock. So you'll have it in your inbox. If you don't get it, you can always reach out to me and let me know you didn't get it. Um, but yeah, we do. Now I know how they heard about, my zits. Oh, wow. Oh, you said you don't know how they heard about it.
But it worked, right?
Yeah, Mike's worked great in the, voice angle. You're right. So Carol, she is definitely on brand by thinking about a microphone, headsets, the interface, systems, all that. So yes, all of it.
All of it.
Audacity, the software. Yeah. And even
And
the kits that the soundproofing kits.
absolutely.
Yep. So
Absolutely.
yeah, the microphone's a good microphone. How do you get Canva brand deal? I do a lot of Canva templates. Honestly, it's going to be pretty much that. It's probably a little bit of a cold outreach.
It's cold
Uh-huh.
outreach. You got to
Yeah,
go, scour, look for a person who's a decision maker and get an email and draft a proposal and go from there.
exactly. Exactly. And so what Carol said with using the AI like Claude or some of the other platforms can help you with creating that. Thank you so much, Charlie. When it comes to creating that, obviously you want to probably already have maybe a media click kit created, and so they can use that. And then based on that content and information you share, and maybe some additional details, you can ask it to create introductionary email to them and outreach to them. And so you're able to then, see what type of partnerships you can cultivate.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, Financial freedom says, no, not financial freedom. La 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 says, I have KDP books. Do you do royalties? ACX? Yes, I do. Let's see. Matter of fact, we all do, don't we, Dr. Lisa?
Yeah, we do. We do. I'm doing my homework. Actually, I'm gonna message you too. I'll message you because Wednesday I'm traveling, so I'm going to be at our meeting, but not the whole time. So I'll keep you posted.
No worries. We will definitely pull up your profile so we can see what you did.
Do you
Last.
do you want to talk about that real quick, just so others in the room on both sides here can hear about
Oh,
your
yeah.
voice acting work? You're obviously you're a voice actor, but also sharing more about your journey and now your group.
Yes, so quickly because I know you got the meeting in about an hour dot. As a voice actor, I have this my superfan community here on TikTok. are just awesome. That's all I can tell you. They even I just had my name as Carol West. They even were like, no, you're the voice guru. If Janine is in the room, shout out to you for helping me come up with that name. And when I went to VidCon, oh my God, so many people were like, that is so smart that you start your name off with this. These were big creators. Like that is exactly what you're supposed to do. So thank you,
Yes.
Janine, for that. And
Yes.
then it went from me giving small snippets about technique with voice acting, suggestions if you're trying to get started, just little bits of information. And I started doing it in the Superfan community, and then that was an outgrowth of something I now have called Outspoken VO. And Dr. Lisa is a part of that as well. And we basically get over there, we learn technique, we do readings, we give each other good information about tips, tricks, changes in the industry, and we just build each other up. And it's because I had a community like that. I would never have been a professional voice actor without that level of camaraderie in the voice acting community.
Mm.
And I was like, you know what? It's my turn to foster that. And that's what I do. And I was with VO. Well, check it out at the B to the I to the O, my stance. So,
Exactly, exactly. So, yeah, Carol, you're starting to go live more regularly. She's in my agency, here on TikTok, and you go live. Do you have a set schedule yet, or are you still kind of trying to figure things out?
so I try to do it in the mornings between 10 and 11:30.
Okay.
But I have
Pacific
not put
time.
that in my B to the I to the O yet because mornings are tricky for me with auditions. And if I get hot rush auditions, it cuts into my time sometimes. It ends up being an hour or so later. But that is the goal time. Just FYI, I was trying to do it in the morning sometime in the that window.
Okay. Yeah, so Thoughtful Dreamer, definitely connect with Carol. If you click her name, you can, get her mini profile and follow her. You can also jump up over in her room and click her bell so you can get notifications of when she go live and post content. Um, so she's awesome. She's an awesome person, first and foremost. She's very thoughtful. She's very positive and optimistic. I mean, I've been around, I've been seeing, people on this app, people in the voice acting community. She's sent a couple conferences or sessions, online sessions for us to sign up for and stuff. And it seems like it's a business where there's definitely a perspective that you need to be on your P's and Q's, and there's some things that you can, you know, easily you won't get the job if you're not doing things the correct way. And so she's so positive and optimistic that you feel confident that you can do it and learn and grow. And the things that people are saying are not necessarily true. And so you realize that really quickly, like she's the real deal. And you want somebody that's going to help you understand the business, but also help you feel confident in your voice. So,
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody's voice has value in this industry.
mhm,
And I want everybody to know that. In group, we're very real about, okay, this is something you need to work on, but we do it in out of care and out of wanting to see look that
right.
next thing. So yeah, we real with you, but we also real kind to you.
Exactly, exactly. You don't wanna get beat up before you even get started,
Exactly.
and I take that approach here. I don't wanna beat anybody up before they get started. So, because we all, we're learning as we do, and we're growing, and we're getting better, and obviously, there's people we can look at and say, "Oh, wow, they're great, they're superior," or whatever the case may be, but they're not. They had an origin story. They started somewhere. And obviously, you don't know what their journey was and how they got there, but you can too. Okay. So I just tell people that all the time. I was like, no difference between you and me is that I started and I kept going.
And boom, that's
Mhm.
it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That is it.
So I appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much for doing this. You are awesome.
Likewise, thank you so much for having me on with you today. Because I just want to do a little wrap up from VidCon because I appreciated everything you allowing us to come and talk to our communities about it. So thank you.
You're welcome. So where's the next when is VidCon? Do I need to go online? Do they have it out there already for next
I
year?
did not see what dates it is,
Yeah,
but I'm certain in the
it's
next
probably similar.
few weeks, days, they'll start to announce when the next one is.
And it's always Anaheim.
It's always Anaheim, and it's likely always this time of year.
Okay.
Uh, so like this was late June. So
Okay.
look at something like that.
Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good to know. And then Soda was in here and she shared some other conferences. Anything you would want to point out?
Say that again.
Other conferences? Anything else you want to point
Um,
out?
well, for me, this was big on my content creation side, but I'm
Voice
going to
acting.
Silvas, the Society of Voice Arts and Sciences. I'm going to the NAVADA, the National Association of Voice Actors. Those are my shots. There's a couple of them that I have not been to that I want to. Maybe one of them in particular that I want to explore this year, but it's still. I do a little more research. I'm on now. Ship is another
I love that.
because I've heard some good things about it. It's a little smaller than some of the other ones I went to, but that means you get more personal attention. And so I'm kind of excited about trying that. And I think it's near the end of August, but I'll let y'all know.
Mm, okay. Okay. Well, thank you, friend. I appreciate you. In your room this week, you're going to be doing recap of VidCon and
Absolutely. Absolutely. We'll be talking all things big on things I learned that I think might help everybody in the different niches, communities that come to my
okay. All right.
maybe I'll use, I try to do what you did. I'm not as good as you, not use, but maybe I can set it up so that we can do a thing where, let's say I'm putting a prompting law, they can see that and get some tips and tricks about some things that I'm learning. Maybe I'll try to learn them on the fly with the audience, with the community.
That'll be good. That'll be good. If you well, you know what I typically do is I have like a cheat sheet of prompts that I use. And so I've been collecting a few of them. And I just kind of copy and paste those. And then some of them I just kind of write off at the top of my head and it's a variation of something I've done before. So yeah, you can definitely do that.
Okay, yeah, that sounds like
All
thank you,
right.
Martina. Martina said, I won't hear for the whole thing, but it was a very positive space. So, yes, it was.
Absolutely. Yeah. So thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you joining. I'm gonna stay on maybe another 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. I'll get a 90-minute live in, and then I'm gonna head over to send out our invite for the agency meeting. And those who are in the agency, yeah, we'll meet. It probably won't be a super long meeting. We don't have a lot of things that are like percolating, so we can kind of ask, obviously do Q&A, and then we'll have a couple of things we can talk about with it being the end of the month. All right. All right,
Thank
friend.
God. Bye, everyone. Have
Bye.
a good one.
All right, take care, friend. I got you. I got you. Thank you, everybody. How are you guys doing? Uh, doing well on the YT. Thanks, friends. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you all hanging out with me. I did have a board up here because I wanted you guys to at least start planting a seed for like we're about to start a new month. The month of July starts on Wednesday. I don't want you guys to overlook that. New month, new opportunity. If you're somebody who's like holding off, delaying the inevitable when it comes to going live, I think this is a good time and opportunity for you to kind of dip your toe into it and think about, okay, if I'm going to go live, like how do I start the process? How do I become consistent, showing up, learning the platform, and then continue to show up for my community? And so I have this go live 14-day challenge as a way to do it in a way that you're going to ideally get exposed to going live. If you're going every day, getting familiar with this platform, but also you say, great live. Thank you, friend. You're gonna get familiar with all the things that are here on TikTok, and then you're gonna start building community. I can hear you. You can hear me. All right, friend. Oh, let me know if you meant you can't hear me. Let me know if that's what you meant. But my phone's running hot too. But yeah, so with that, I want you guys to be intentional about showing up. Okay. And so with the 14-day challenge, some a real recap, I usually go into more detail, but what will happen is that you are going to become more confident. You are going to grow your community. You'll have some new followers, some fan club members, and then ultimately, thank you for sharing. No, I can hear you. Okay, perfect. Um, and then you'll monetize too. Monetize may not be huge, but you will start the process. You'll start the journey of monetizing here on TikTok. And then ultimately, like I said, there's a learning curve. And oftentimes we underestimate that learning curve. And so I want you to get familiar, become more comfortable with the go live process, but also reading some of the features here. There's question marks all throughout here. Everything here is touchable. And so you guys can literally touch something, click it, and get more information about it. You know, I tell people to touch the 12 that's in the room. You can see a question mark in the corner and learn a little bit more about those people. Or I'm sorry, about the top viewer process. So, and then obviously, if you touch the top two people in the room, you can learn more about them because there are many profiles going to show up and you can follow and connect with those people. So, recognize that this is an engagement app And so by you going live more consistently, you can kind of feel comfortable that you understand how engagement happens from a viewer perspective, but also from a live host perspective and how you facilitate that engagement. Let me know if there's any questions, my friends. And let me know any questions. Hey, Mrs. Treetop, welcome to the room. I'm gonna stay on for another 10 minutes. Thank you for that daily heartbeat. Stay on for another 10 minutes because we do have our agency meeting that's happening. You said laugh a lot, make sure you're not doing a live as the other person. Yes, yes. See you later, sis. Thank you so much. Hello, hello. How you doing, friends? Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for the tapping and any shares. We have 63K likes too. Thank you, Mrs. Treetop, for the populars and the Dr. Lisa Cares. I was just on with Carol West, and so um she was recapping her experience at VidCon. So really good information shared. She's going to share some stuff in her live over the next week as well, but really good information with kind of a Q&A topic about YT, going over there on YouTube, brand deals. I know you're somebody who has the brand deals too. Lavada, thank you so much for being here. And then as well as when you think about, hey, Dr. Bag, when you think about just developing additional partnerships. So uh okay, hold on one second. I was scamming a comment first. He said, not homeless for long. Welcome to the room, friend. I have a question. Every time I go live, they just sit there and don't tap or say anything. Um, tell me more about your live stream. What are you talking about in your live stream? I'm assuming I'm looking at your bio. Are you what are you sharing with people in terms of how to get them engaged? And then I'm gonna say something too, just recognizing your bio. You do have a website, a GoFundMe in your website. You might be getting some bots, and then you got to be careful about that website in the bio because TikTok will say you're redirecting people off the platform. Thank you so much, Dr. Beg. Redirecting people off the platform, and they may end up restricting you. So you might get some restrictions. So I would say remove it um, and then if you're having a more sensitive conversation, turn on your content disclosure as well as your audience control and make sure you're getting the right people in the room, people who are interested in your topic and conversation. I was on last night when she was sharing very good stuff. Yes. Oh, I didn't ask her. She did go on live. Should I take it down? You should. You should. Absolutely. Hey, friend. Some good stuff. Yeah, you know what, y'all? Hey, Charlie, we are all about growth. We're trying to figure out our next move. So, um, I have my stance on my bio. Is that a problem? It might be. Yeah, it could very well be in terms of TikTok perceiving that you're redirecting people off the platform. So I would take it down. My stand is actually on the agency page. I don't have it on this account. So it could be problematic. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. It could be problematic. Yep. I got decent viewers and engagement. Okay. Okay. Well, if you're saying it hasn't been a problem for you, leave it alone. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I know that's all I can say. If it does become broke, you know how to fix it. Okay. So you know what you could do. But yeah, if you're fine about it, yeah. For me, I did notice a difference when I took it out. I did not have a problem. TikTok wasn't pushing me out as much, and then I saw a change in that. The past couple days, we haven't been pushed out a lot either, though. So I think that's partially about what's happening here. Thank you so much, Mr. Treetop. um, yes, and Service Plus has been working great. Okay, yeah, yeah. So keep going, keep doing it, friend. Um, Service Plus, really quickly, let me pin mine because I haven't talked about this. Honestly, I've been talking about Community Fest and so many other things that I really haven't had a chance to talk about Service Plus. So if you are interested in connecting with me for a one-on-one consultation, you can book that. I also talk about the agency. And so I haven't had a chance to talk about the agency today, but we're going to get off shortly. We're doing our agency meeting soon. So I got to send the invite out to folks and make sure people are aware that we're meeting. So I appreciate y'all. Let's see. I was gonna check my Community Fest numbers just to make sure we're good. We had um we're short by 13. I think that's the right math. Is that right? um, 13 new follows, new follows. So that's what we're looking to get. So 13 new follows. If you have not followed me as a live host, this is a great time to do it. Thank you, Lala. Appreciate your friend. Thank you for those community hearts. Appreciate the support. So we're looking to get new follows for the room. So a total of 13. I don't know. I may even come back later. So we'll see if I come back a little later. Thank you for the follow, friend. Appreciate that. Thank you for the support. And so we let me know if there's any questions. Who else is going live today? Put that in the chat as well. Thank you for the populars in the community gift. Did everybody get their community gift? Anybody still missing it? Who is missing their community gift? We've seen a lot of creators. When I go into rooms and I see it, I've been trying to take community gift screenshots so I can put them on my stories for folks because I want to do a little shout out to the people who got their community gifts this week. I'm going to try my best to sit down and do that content. Me at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Lala, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Excuse me. What's your topic about? What are you going to share in your live, friend Lala? We'll be going live again later today. Okay, Dr. Peck. And you help people with digital products, I think, as well, digital marketing. Let me know what you're talking about in your live primarily. I got one at last today. You got yours today. Oh, congratulations, friend. Yeah, Mrs. Treetop, when I was in your live, I don't know if you're here. I was in Miss Darlene's live, and I know she got hers recently. I knew you got yours. I forgot though. So when you said it, when Miss Darlene was saying it, I was like, "Oh, Mrs. Treetop, I know I've sent it." So I assumed you hadn't gotten it for a quick second, but then you was like, "Oh, she's been at hers," so that's what threw me off. Um, you said, um, have community guests started? Community, what you mean, the gifts? They do the community gift. What is a community gift? So TikTok, so you guys see when people were sending the Dr. Lisa Cares, hey Black Lotus, people were sending the Dr. Lisa Cares. Let me show you. It's that gift right there, me with my face. So that's called a community gift. And I'm gonna send one. And so you'll see it on the screen there. Mine is an avatar of my face, so it's a combination of my logo photo up there, and they made a little avatar out of it. And so that is a community gift, and TikTok has that. They'll create some type of community gift. They design it. You don't pick it. I think they give you sometimes they give you one option. I think they gave me three to select from, and that's the one I selected. And so you're able to have a community gift. You said Jana, you are going live tonight at 10 p.m. Pacific time. So for R&B music, the Sunday wind down. Love it. Her room is so good, y'all. Get over there. You're gonna be rocking and rolling. It's so good. It takes me back. And she has a great energy. It's like listen to a radio DJ. Yep. Lala, you said creative theater, comedy, and TikTok. I love it. That's what your live topic is about. I was so happy today to get it. I love the design. Okay. Charlie, yes, Community Fest. You let me see, Charlie. You're asking about Community Fest. Let me see. You're asking, you mean Community Fest. Have Community Fest started? Yes, Community Fest has started. Community Fest has started. Technically, officially, today is the global finale. The other phases already started. We had a warm-up phase that was, like, towards the end of May, early June, so we've been dealing with Community Fest much of the month of June. So we had that warm-up phase, then we had, the regular phase, maybe I said the dates wrong. It was mid-June. The 11th through the 7th was the warm-up, and then the 18th started the qualifiers, and now the 28th starts the global finale. So, it's been an interesting community fest. I don't think it was all that, but, it's fine. I tell you guys, look at the gains. We got more engagement in our live stream from comments. We got new follows. We got new gifters, new fan club members, because those were different daily tasks we had to achieve. And so we accomplished it. So I say it's a win. And a lot of that stuff you don't talk about on a daily basis. So for us to do it and achieve it, it was really good because we now talked about it and people responded well and engaged properly. So it was really good. Thank you so much for that daily army. We're still waiting to get, hey, plans. We're still waiting to get our last goal for today is new follows. So we needed a total of 34. We have 21 still. So we're still trying to get new followers, but that's the one thing that's holding us back for today. Hold on one second. Jana, you said something. I missed it. You said I got the notification to unlock it. It says it will take 14 days to arrive. Oh, nice. Okay, okay. So that's good. Look here, friend. Thank you so much. Having with me. Appreciate you being here. If you're new to my room, be sure to click follow. If you see the word follow up here, we're still trying to get our new followers. Queen Sean, how are you doing, friend? You're welcome. Thank you so much for the support. Appreciate you all coming through, L. So I only got a couple more minutes before I hit my 90-minute mark. And so let me know if there's any questions before I get off. I put up the 14-day challenge. Hey, J Money. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much for that daily heart me, Queen Shine. I put my 14-day challenge up there to kind of get you guys to think about the next month. We're about to hit July. July is my birthday month, so I'm really excited about July. But we're about to hit July, and I want you to think about this is the midpoint of the year. We're in the middle of the year, but also what is something you could do to kinda start the process of going live? And really, I wanted to make sure you guys had somewhat of a challenge out there. So 14 days, get started, get acclimated to going live, building your community, saying all the things that matter for your live stream, learning about the platform, learning as you do. That's the biggest thing. You guys ask me questions and then it really doesn't make sense until you start doing it. And then you're like, "Oh, I get it. I see why she was doing that. I see where this is at. I now understand what she's saying." So a lot of it is learning as you do. Thank you so much, friend, for the populars. And so recognizing that's going to help you with that growth. Um, in the meantime, you could spend the next couple days getting live access and then obviously doing what you can do to continue to go live and build. All right. So that's what you wanna do. Let me know if there's other questions. We're gonna get started, for my meeting soon. I tell people this is the long day for me. Thank you so much. Reach level 14. Congratulations, friend. Thank you so much for supporting. Love Puddles, thank you so much for getting that daily heart me. TikTok is bringing our friends in the room. TikTok said, "You ain't going nowhere yet." So it's bringing our friends in the room. So I appreciate you all for being here. Thank you so much for coming in. Let's see. See you later, Charlie. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much for being here. TikTok said discussing community growth challenges and the community fest. Yes. So I will be back in the morning. I might pop on tonight. We'll see what that looks like. I'm always cognizant of trying to hit these goals. So thank you so much, Love Battles. I appreciate the big love, Dr. Lisa. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate y'all. So we'll see what that looks like for me to pop back on later. Um, I have a I'm trying to hit the goal for new follows, so we'll see if I'm able to do it. If not, I'm sure it'll be back tomorrow as the next goal for the week. So we'll see. So, in the meantime, collect your points up top. Collect any points that you have coming to you. Let's see if I'm at my time. Just want to make sure I'm hitting my time. We did. We did 91 minutes. Hey, David, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you, friend. Collect your points up top. I'm about to head out. Look at you, friend. Thank you for the popular and the Dr. Lisa cares. Collect your points and we will and the heart me. Appreciate it. Good evening. Well, I'm getting off a little bit early, a wee bit early because we have our agency meeting. I'm just catching you at the end. Yes, yes. So this live I had Carol. I had a guest speaker much of the meeting. And so Carol was up with us. She was recapping and sharing some more insights from her attendance at VidCon, and that's that big uh, social media video conference. Congratulations on reaching your time. Thank you, friend. So she had just got back from VidCon, so she wanted to share an update with us, and, she was sharing some information about leveraging AI, understanding YouTube, and making sure you're doing the content creation and being intentional about going live and doing content, in general. And I shared that too. I said, if you could really schedule out and be intentional about, um, optimizing your live streams, if you're gonna go the live stream route, or carving out time to do the long form videos, the 10 to 20-minute videos, those are considered long form, and being intentional about posting that on a more consistent basis, and just being present on that particular app, but also doing that, optimization stuff that you need to do to get it going. YouTube is a long game, but you definitely can get it going if you show up and just stay consistent. And so that's what we talked about, and that's where I'm trying to go with my page, with the things I'm doing here. Hey, thank you, Essence. How you doing, friend? And so just being intentional about all the things that you're doing so that obviously you want to grow, but then it will open its doors to partnerships and other opportunities for you. So if you're closed-minded about it, you're not gonna see that growth happen. It's gonna take a while for you to see it happen. So I want you guys to be showing up, being present, and being open to what other possibilities out there. Hey, love, how are you today? I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. Thank you so much for being here too. Um, any last minute questions before we head off? Very good information. You're welcome. You're welcome. So yeah, it was a great conversation. It was almost like a Q&A with her. So she's a great, obviously she's a voice actor. She has a great voice. She has a great sense of self and understanding how, you're doing something that people may not necessarily get early on. And, as a voice actor, people are like, well, why are you doing that? What's that about? And so she's so gifted and talented. So I just love being around her and learning and growing from her. And so I'm part of her outspoken community. Dang, I missed it. Was I supporting? But I shared about you. Oh, thank you, friend. Appreciate it. Yay, Jess. How you doing, friend? Welcome back. So I share that about her because I'm part of her community for voice actors. And let me say this: the reason I got into it obviously was partially her. She's a big part of it, but just really being here and people were saying, "Hey, your voice. I love the way you sound. I love, you're so calm. I love your energy. I love what you're saying. I love how you speak." All those things, you get that reinforcement day after day. I was like, "I need to do something with this." And I was a person who has not been really confident about my voice because I cough, I have congestion, I have allergies, all the things. I kind of have a little bit of a lisp at times. I mispronounce things sometimes. Y'all catch me doing that. But I recognize that I don't have to be perfect. All right. And I can go at it and I can learn and grow. And I will get better with time and practice. All right. And so that's how I feel about it. And she's like, for me, she's my person that is helping me stay focused on it and stay encouraged. So you need those type of people with you. You need that type of surround yourself with those type of people that are going to keep you encouraged, keep you showing up, and ultimately, you end up making something out of it. So, we'll see what happens. I'm a newbie at it, but I said I'm gonna stick to it and just kinda keep showing up and doing what I need to do. So, I'm part of her outspoken community, and that's her bi-month she does it twice a month, where we meet on Wednesdays, and we are, essentially learning some techniques. We're practicing, we're, understanding the business, and so she's, like, teaching us along the way, which is great. And then obviously we can do our homework and do some other stuff on the back end to kind of stay at it. Mayhem, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. So guys, I do have to go. I do have to go. We have to do our agency meeting shortly. So I gotta send out the invites. I didn't do it before I came here. So I have to send that. Beta, how are you, friend? Oh, you're not new to this. You're a pro. Oh, you're so sweet. You are so sweet. I you know, everybody has an origin story. Everybody has an origin story. I say it all the time. And if you think I'm a pro, I know there's people who are above me and doing their thing, and I'm aspiring to be like I don't have anybody on top of mine, but I'm aspiring to be like somebody else that I look up to. And so just recognize that it's a process. I don't want you guys to figure or think that you have to look like me or look like anybody. Tell me anything. You're so funny. But it takes time and, you're talking to somebody who comes here twice a day talking and sharing and doing all the things, and I recognize and respect that it does take time, and when I say practice makes progress, I'm not trying to be perfect. I try my best. I say that intentionally because I don't want to have a perfectionist mindset, and I don't wanna think that I'm perfect about this either, because there are some things I'm learning and doing along the way. You definitely made me feel better and a bit more confident just listening to you yesterday. Oh, look at you, friend. I appreciate that. Yeah, and so it takes time. It takes time, so don't think you have to have it overnight. But it is, something that I want you guys to be open-minded about. Okay? Because you never know what can come your way. And sometimes you come in here for one intention and you leave and engage and do things and create a new, totally different intention, So that's the beauty of it. You said thank you for you, hoping to join my agency soon. Awesome, awesome. I've been watching you since last year. Have you been doing this without a break for at least a year? This is what progress, could look like when I stick to it. Yeah, yeah. So I started January of 2025, going live every day. In New Year, New Me, January of 2025. And then in February of 2025, I picked up twice a day. So 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. And that's what I've been doing since. And in the course of doing this, I probably missed maybe 1 to 3 days, less than a handful full of days that I did not go live at all. So, in most cases, I've done either my 10 o'clock or my 4 o'clock if I had to not do both. So, it hasn't been it's been a long time since I have not done no day, no live. You know what I will point back to? Last July, because my husband did for my birthday's in July, we did a 3-day weekend cruise. We did a getaway, and I didn't go live that time. I didn't go live none of those days. So, yeah, it would be so maybe I'll say 5 days because maybe there was another day I missed, but I don't know. I can't think of it. But, yeah, so 3 days I missed, in 2025, so none in 2026. Is this your full-time job? It is what I do full-time because of the agency, because of my other, support services, the services I offer, makes it full-time. Makes it full-time content, building my brand, all the things I'm doing. I'm really trying to make a go at this. But the agency takes up a lot of time. I have to kinda reevaluate my schedule and what I'm doing too, because I wanna build up my YouTube and make sure I'm building over there. And then, like I said, I do one-on-ones, I do consultations with folks. Um, thank you so much. And I do coaching too, so I have people who I work with as, doing coaching services too. Yeah, so it's all good. It's been great. Let me know if there's questions before I head off. I do gotta head off because we gotta do this agency meeting. It's at 6 o'clock now, and I'm probably got inbox messages saying, "Where's the invite?" So let me send the invite out. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Like I said, practice makes progress. Thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, all the gifting. I appreciate all the support. Um, practice makes progress, and so don't try to be perfect. Okay. Thank you guys. I will see you tomorrow at 10. I may pop in later tonight. We'll see. All right. Take care, friends. Bye bye. Take care. Thank you. I see you. I know. I see you. Bye bye, friends. Bye bye.